YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy GlitcherBro23 here. Hey man, real quick before the video, I know we got back with the reactions yesterday. There wasn't a 8 o'clock reaction last night or a 4th reaction yesterday, and I will say it was because I went to go watch Spider-Man No Way Home, man. I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything, but holy shit, man, what a film. What a movie. Definitely MCU's best movie by far, in my opinion. But enough of that, man. We're continuing the grindy reactions, and unfortunately, we're coming to the end of this grindy reactions for Immortal Technique, man. This has been a lot of fun. I wish I would have done these all together, and I really do blame myself for not doing all those together, man, because I'm terrible at procrastinating. That's something I'm going to fix within the new year. My bad habit of procrastinating schoolwork, college stuff. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna make better about myself as not only a content creator but as a person next year for 2022, man. But enough of that, man. We got Eternally Bleeding. I did originally already hear this track. I already did react to it. I kind of already forget it because I was gonna record this, and this was originally gonna come out yesterday, and the file just completely crashed. I don't even know what happened, man. I don't know, man. I need to get me a new hard drive. But if you guys are excited and want to see more Immortal Technique after this round of reactions, y'all know what to do by this point, man. Hit that like button if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel for new. Comment what you guys want to see next. Share your thoughts, opinions about the track and my reaction to it by the end of the video. If you guys want to join my Discord Glitcher Gang, right now we're covering one request every single day that was suggested to me via my Discord. If you guys want to join, links in the description. Other than that, man, I'm going to silence my phone because my friends are being annoying right now. And let's get into probably one of the shortest tracks I've heard from Technique yet. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Hey yo, the things I seen in life will make you choke by surprise, like an aborted fetus in a jar that opened its eyes.
I remember that line. I jump out of surprise like an aborted fetus that opened its eyes. Basically saying, talking about it, like saying he's a surprise, similar to a aborted baby that was still born, but he's technically dead. So he opens his eyes, and it would be a surprise to see a dead baby open his eyes. Pretty self-explanatory.
Like an aborted fetus in a jar that opened its...
I'm not even gonna lie. When I heard that bar yesterday for the first time, I went crazy. I almost flipped my chair for that bar. I really did almost flip my chair when I heard that bar for the first time.
An aborted fetus in a jar that opened its eyes, provoking my demise, and leave your spirit broken inside, like the feeling of 50 million people hoping you die. And niggas wonder why my heart is full of hatred and anger, cause some bitch killed my firstborn son with a coat hanger. I strangled out the pain until my soul was empty and cold.
People wonder why I'm cold-hearted, but my first bitch killed my first baby with a coat hanger. Going back in circle with the borderline that he just referenced.
A coat hanger, I strangled out the pain until my soul was empty and cold, crippled and worthless, so I thought that it could never be sold. My mother told me that placing my faith in God was the answer, but then I hated God cause he gave my mother cancer, killing her slow like the feds did to the...
Dude, there's a lot of stuff that you learn from Technique on this track. Now, the first part where I don't know about his woman actually aborting his child, but the whole, like, putting my faith in God's hands, he repays me with giving my mother cancer. That might honestly be a true line. That one I could believe being a true line.
The answer, but then I hated God cause he gave my mother cancer, killing her slow like the feds did to the Black Panthers. The genesis of genocide is like a pagan religion, carefully hidden, woven into the holidays of a Christian. I had a vision of nuclear holocaust on top of me, and this is prophecy, the words that I speak from my lungs. The severed head of John the Baptist speaking in tongues like Che Guevara. My soliloquies speak to a gun. Pain is slow motion like trees that reach for the sun. Nigga, the preaching is done.
My soliloquy Hold up, hold up. What was the soliloquy line? I actually recently learned what a soliloquy was because I'm taking literature class right now.
We speak to a gun. Pain is slow motion like trees that reach for the sun. Nigga, the severed head of John the Baptist, speaking in tongues like Che Guevara. My soliloquies speak to a gun. Pain is.
My soliloquies speak through a gun. A soliloquy is like, it's I don't know the best way to put it. If I'm not mistaken, it's like a poem within a like Shakespeare, like maybe not Shakespeare, but within literature itself. So, very interesting line right there. And then I want to listen to this tree line. I don't even think I called this a verse.
Soliloquies speak to a gun. Pain is slow motion like trees that reach for the sun. Nigga, the preaching is done.
Pain is slow motion like trees reach for the sun. I didn't even catch that the first time. I'm not even gonna lie.
Cause I don't got a DJ like Reverend Run. I curse the life of any man who kills benevolent ones. I never asked to be the messenger, but I was chosen to speak the words of every African slave dumped in the ocean, stolen by America, tortured, buried, and frozen, written out of the history books your children are holding, internally bleeding, cold-blooded, stripped of emotion. I go through the motions, but there's no life in my eyes. It's like I'm hooked up to a respirator waiting to die. Hooked up to the.
It's like I'm hooked up to a respirator waiting to die. He's talking about basically embodying the souls of the Africans that were shipped over and enslaved from Africa to America when they were first discovering land. Talking about how basically these historical books don't teach the children the truth about the past, you know, which is, he's just driving the nail in the coffin with what he's trying to accomplish with this mixtape. And it's incredible that every track really does go hand in hand throughout this entire like album. Like that's just incredible. And the fact that he finds different ways to depict a message, to speak the truth, use his platform to educate the youth, you know, like, come on, man. What other rapper besides Kendrick, Killer Mike, like, what other rapper can deliver this political and truthful message and sound unique every time doing it? And consistently doing it on a singular project at that. Come on, man.
But there's no life in my eyes. It's like I'm hooked up to a respirator waiting to die. Hooked up to the fucking chair waiting to fry. Soothing electrocution currently used in my execution. Producing thoughts at the speed of light. Burning confusion, I'm losing my sight. Breathing is tight, the evening is white. I made my peace with the Lord and now I stand on his right. Death is another part of life. These are my last words. I'm having difficulty breathing, dying on the inside, internally bleeding. Angel of death, dragging me away while I'm sleeping, watching my world crumble in front of me. Surging.
I didn't even catch that the first time. He said, "Angel of death, dragging me while I'm sleeping." It could explain the kind of vocal effect he has here on this ending chorus. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is the end of the track right here.
Me away while I'm sleeping, watching my world crumble in front of me, searching for meaning. These are my last words. I'm having difficulty breathing, dying on the inside, internally bleeding. Angel of death, dragging me away while I'm sleeping, watching my world crumble in front of me, searching for meaning.
If there was an outro or not. Alright, man, that was Immortal Technique, Internally Bleeding, man. Like I said, man, it's impressive what he says on every single track, man. It just really is, and I'm loving the consistency of this album, of every track. Even the last track we did, like, there's a lot of replay value within this album, and I feel the more I listen to and replay these tracks. Like I said, because this wasn't the very first time I heard this track. I had a field recording yesterday to this track, and I caught most of it. You know what I mean? But there was quite a few things that I heard my second time around. So when you have an artist who can make tracks replayable and you catch something new every time, bro, it's a great moment. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to listen to a track, especially a hip hop track, and know everything off of first listen, because then it's just not a fun track. It's not fun to go. It's not a fun track to go back and listen to. Maybe you do, but for me, I feel like the fun within listening to an album, a track, an artist for the very first time is seeing what they have to offer to the table. You know what I mean? So, hey man, absolutely loving it. Let me know what you guys thought about that in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, we are coming to the end of the grinder reactions today for Immortal Techniques. So the last reaction will be out later today, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Hit that like button if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new, comment what you want to see next, share your thoughts and opinions about the track and my reaction to it. If you guys want to join my Discord or Glitcher Gang, links in the description. But other than that, man, I'll see you guys for the last Immortal Technique reaction for this grinder reactions.